Yes, yes. That this is the Mudcats is and will always be my favorite summer ball experience. It's staying with Ski was awesome, and I tell
You're
people
just
all the
saying that
time.
because you're on
No,
here now.
not at all, man. Hey,
No,
it was
it
the
was
same
awesome.
for us. It was the same for us, man.
But no, in all seriousness, I tell people all the time, this is where the Mudcats is where my career kind of changed.
Hey, Mudcat fans. We are back with another episode of the all-new Dirty Fish podcast.
Dirty fish.
I'm here with my good friend Sean Skibeck again.
Hey, brother.
And today's episode, we have a gem for you. One of our former players, Preston Freeman,
Preston Freeman.
also known as Baby Girl.
Baby. Good ball player.
Great ball player. Had a great season with us 2 seasons ago in the 2024 season. But we wanted to talk to Preston. He is currently playing ball at the University of Nebraska.
Man, go Cornhuskers.
Cornhuskers, baby. So we wanted to touch base with Preston, see how things are going at that big Division I school. So let's get right into the episode, and we're going to let him in.
What's up, guys?
What is happening, Preston Freeman?
How you guys
What's up,
doing?
Preston? We're
We're doing
good,
awesome.
so
So we're
still
live
good.
on the podcast. So we're not live, but we're recording already. We did a little intro of you, and so awesome to hear that you're a Cornhusker now.
Yes, GBR, guys, GBR.
That is awesome. So, hey, I just wanted to go over real quick, kind of what brought you all the way through us to Nebraska, but Floresville High School down in southern Texas, right?
Yep.
Had a pretty good time there. I saw your stats were really good. 3-year all-district player in baseball, but I was more shocked because I know you're a good baseball player. I was more shocked that I didn't know you played football.
Yeah, I did play football. Football was a lot of fun. High school football in Texas is
That's
different.
big time, man.
It
That's
is
big
different.
time.
I have been to a football game there in a high school up in Prosper, and I thought I was at a college football game.
Yeah, no kidding. It's so much fun.
It was crazy.
Yeah, football was, I think playing football in high school was really big for my baseball career, just in terms of being physical and learning how to be a competitor.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. So Floresville, you lettered in football and baseball. As a senior, helped Floresville capture the bi-district championship in football. So, had a pretty good run in football as well, which is awesome.
Yeah, I think it was the first time in 17 years winning a playoff game. So it was cool.
Great.
That's
that.
super cool.
I love that.
Then you go, I noticed you had a signing. I actually have a photo I'll put in later of you signing. God, you look like a really young kid. But you signed for the University of Texas San Antonio, if I'm correct.
Yes, I signed to UTSA, committed as a junior, signed my senior year, and I was there for a year and a half.
Gotcha. And then you end up, what brought you then after that? You go to Cisco College, junior college there in west, about an hour and a half west of Fort Worth, right?
Yes. Cisco, that's Cisco and you guys is where I tell a lot of people is where my career really started to take off.
All
But
right. I like that.
I went to UTSA out of high school. Both my parents were alums. And
Nice.
unfortunately, you guys probably know, my father passed away my first semester at UTSA.
Yeah.
And I could never really get it going. And I think junior college is one of the best things that's ever happened to me. It allowed me to get playing time, get at bats, and get stronger in the weight room and do all the things that I wasn't really doing at University of Texas San Antonio.
Well, it's tough as a young man to, lose a parent or lose any family member, but especially a parent kind of sometimes throws you off track a little bit. And I agree
Feel
with
for
you.
brother.
I think going a JUCO route sometimes kind of you were able to refocus and really
Yes.
get back into it.
Yeah, and no doubt, UTSA, their coaching staff is great. They are awesome. It's just at that point in my life, it wasn't a place where I was going to really excel. Being 45 minutes away from my home, I just felt like I was kind of stuck. But I'm super grateful for my time there. I'm super grateful that junior college was an option for me. And in retrospect, I kind of wish I went junior college straight out of high school.
Yeah, I think you kind of look as you get older, like Skibeck and I, you start to look at those things as like chapters in your life, and some of the chapters are really good. Some of them have some rough spots, and then you kind of look back and see what builds your character. So I think from what I've seen and know of you, that was probably a really good character building time. It might have been rough, but look where it's led now. I mean,
no doubt.
This is awesome. So after that, so you're at Cisco College. You played 2 seasons there, earning some all-conference recognition. I think you had 72 games. You hit 349 over your career. Really good. Let's see. Pretty good slugging percentage at .551, on-base percentage. And then you end up a couple different summers. You played some ball a couple different places. I didn't realize.
Yeah.
The River Monsters, is that Seguin, Texas?
Yep, that was their inaugural season in the Texas Collegiate League, and we ended up winning the championship. That was my first college summer ball experience.
That's awesome. And where is Seguin, Texas located?
It's right by San Antonio, 20 minutes from San Antonio.
Nice. So pretty close to home for you?
Yeah, and the travel was all in Texas and Louisiana, so it was awesome. I had a great time. I didn't do the best, but it was awesome.
I love the mascot, the River Monsters. That's kind of crazy. And then you were the next summer you were with us, the Solano Mudcats.
Yes. This is the Mudcats is and will always be my favorite summer ball experience. It's staying with Ski was awesome, and
man.
I tell people
you're just
all
saying
the
that
time.
because you're on here now.
Not at all, man.
No, it was
the same
awesome
for us. It was the same for us, man.
But no, in all seriousness, I tell people all the time, this is where the Mudcats is where my career kind of changed. I was coming off a junior college season where I had limited at bats and was kind of wasn't the most confident in my abilities. I always have worked hard, but I didn't really have anything to show for it. I got to Solano, and I remember vividly my first at bat in I think we were down on the coast. We played the Blues.
Oh, we were down in San Luis Obispo.
Yeah, we
the
played
very
the Blues.
first weekend. Yeah.
And I remember my first AB, I punched out in like 4 pitches, and I was walking back to the dugout like, this is not how I'm going to let the summer go. And I ended up having 4 hits that game.
Yeah.
And that was the start where I kind of knew like, okay, like I got to keep going. I gotta believe in myself.
And we didn't go back there this past year. So that was the last time we played in San Luis Obispo. I think we took 1 of 3 from them. I think
We won the opener.
Yeah.
Again,
it was just a 2-game set.
Back-to-back openers, man.
Yeah, 2 years in a row we take openers from them, and they're a tough team.
Yeah,
they have a good squad. They have a good coaching staff. But it's always fun to go down there as well.
It was a great time.
Yeah, they got a cool little stadium. They bring in 1,000 to 1,500 people, I think, per game. So it's always nice to play in front of a large crowd like that. So, well, I will say, I was looking and I told Skibeck, I'm going to mention this. Your 3 summer ball, you had a summer ball season after us. But your best stats were with the Mudcats.
Last year I played in the Northwoods just to get a couple ABs before coming to the fall. I wouldn't say it was as serious as spending the whole summer with you guys. It was just more so to like, I need to go see get a couple ABs before I get here in the fall. And I
you were
definitely
with.
think that.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just say I definitely think that. Yeah, with you guys was career changing, genuinely.
Well, that's awesome to hear, man. I know the whole staff would appreciate that. We'll make sure they should see this, but we'll tell them that as well. I personally, I truly loved watching you play. And I wanted to mention this. I've been thinking about it all week since we were talking about having you on the podcast. Was I truly enjoyed as a coach your work ethic and your pregame stuff. I love hitting ground balls to guys, especially guys that truly appreciate it. And you can tell a young man like yourself was working on his craft, always wanted to have GBs hit to him. And, we worked straight at you, forehands, backhands down the line, jump throws. It was truly a pleasure to be able to try and see how far I can hit it away from you and you still get it. But yeah, so after that, you were in the, was it Mankato Moondogs?
Yeah, the Mankato Moondogs.
Mankato and the Northwoods League, which is a great league.
Yes, no doubt.
Yeah, so definitely some good competition, probably some good ABs for you, and just some good experience to get up there and see some of that pitching, I'm sure. And, we talked a little bit, you mentioned before the podcast I sent you an outline. Well, you were always an infielder, man, and you just shocked me with the whole outfielder thing this year.
He played a game or two in left field for us. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
So I've always been an infielder. UTSA, I was an infielder. Get to Cisco, and I was an infielder my first year, and my second year I played a lot of short, played a lot of third base, and then towards conference, we had a couple injuries. I ended up playing corner outfield, and when I got here, the entire fall I played right and left field. That was my position. I think I had one scrimmage at third base, and nice. I don't know. The outfield is awesome because you just get to think about hitting all the time.
I like that.
Well, as Skibeck would say, well, he usually says it's about first base, but I'm sure outfield is just like having a day off.
Half a day off.
There's some tough. It was definitely an adjustment. I mean, I play in the infield my whole life. It wasn't as tough of an adjustment for me personally, but there's still definitely like guys hit the ball here so hard, and sometimes it's hard to like, oh gosh, is that going to be a home run or is that going to hit off the wall? Like, where do I need to be? And so there's definitely outfield's definitely not easy, but
being athletic like you are, I'm sure it made it very easy for you to get out there and just run down some ball, and you got a good arm, so I'm sure that you come up hosing.
Yeah, I like it. I thought I'd be a little bit more upset about my infield career. I don't know if that's going to be the end of my infield career forever, but as of right now, I'm strictly playing the corners. And that's fine with me. Whatever I can do to help the team win is always available.
Hey, listen, if you're on the field in the starting nine and, they got to put you somewhere if you hit, right? They're going to find a spot for you. So, sometimes you just have to be able to adjust, and I'll play where you want me, coach.
Agree.
All right. So let's kind of go back a little bit. We just talked super briefly about like high school, JC, where you're at now. And we'll get more into the Nebraska thing near the end, but let's go farther back even before high school. When did you start playing baseball?
I started playing baseball when I was 3 years old. And I throw a righty and hit lefty, and that was a complete accident, by the way. My mom thought I looked funny swinging a bat right-handed, and she switched me to left when my dad was at work, and and it stuck. And
good move, Mom.
Hitting lefty is the only thing I do left-handed. Everything else I do is righty. So that's something kind of cool. But yeah, 3 years old, playing little league, coach pitch, t-ball.
Nice. And then just from there, moving up through the little league. Then probably like juniors or whatever they call it nowadays. It used to be like Babe Ruth or whatever, when you're like 13, 14.
Yeah, I played little league, like pony ball for a while, actually. I didn't really get involved in legit travel ball until I'd probably say, end of middle school, early high school.
Right.
Was when I kind of realized that baseball is the sport that I want to pursue collegiately. And I think that's the best. I think that this generation, there's too many kids that are paying a lot of money to play on these travel teams, when in reality, I wish I would have played travel ball even later. Like the more you can play this game as a game and not a business and just have fun with your buddies,
man,
is
I love
super
that.
underappreciated.
Absolutely. And it becomes a little bit of a grind, and it is a little bit of a business. You almost have to look at it as a job, right?
Yeah, especially in college. It's because it is a business. Guys are getting paid now. There's scholarships on the line. There's winning. Coaches have to win to retain their job. So it is definitely a business. So yeah, I wish that I could have played with my buddies longer instead of going on my own and doing the travel ball stuff. But it all worked out perfect.
Nice. And so we talked a little bit about your time with the Mudcats. Appreciate you saying all the stuff you said about them, but let's talk just a little bit more about, you come from Texas, you come all the way out here to California. What was that like? What was that transition like? Or living with a host family, living with the Ski-Becks?
So I drove up there with Madison, my girlfriend. It was a 23-hour drive. Yep. It was a 23-hour drive from Brock, Texas. We stopped in Arizona, and then we made it the next night at like 12. So it was definitely kind of not weird, but a little weird, showing up to, I've never met Ski before, showing up to his house at 12 o'clock and like, okay, I'm living with you for the next,
you could have showed up at 4 a.m,
2 months, but it was awesome. They were my first host family that I've ever been with, and Julie and Sean were awesome. And I kid you not, I spend a lot of time, just being grateful and super appreciative of them taking me in and always making sure I had what I needed. And they've been awesome.
Yeah,
appreciate that.
They're pretty good. We put up with them. Well, especially Sean. Ski. We had this discussion earlier. I can't call you Sean because it's just weird. But yeah, so you come all the way. You are coming to somewhere to somebody's home you've never been to. It's a little different, but no, and that is of huge importance to us, and that's why we always try and get more host families, because it helps in our recruiting. It helps you guys feel at home while you're away from home, trying to play some baseball, but you're so far away from home. You want to be comfortable. You don't want it to be odd or weird in any way, right?
Yeah. And I think the coolest thing about the host families, because I had a host family in the Northwoods too, and just like you're instantly part of the family the moment you step in the door. Yes, because when you live with someone and you're in someone else's house, and it can be a little bit scary at times. Just the thought of like being with a stranger is like, okay, this could be a little weird, but no, it was awesome. It was so cool. I got to learn to play some guitar there, play guitar. I remember our dinners, and it was awesome.
I'd go to sleep and hear that same rip, man, just over and over again. He was trying to perfect it, and he did.
It took me all summer.
Nice. What did you like about being out here in California? Anything specific?
I think the biggest thing for me, obviously Texas and California are very different. Yeah. California, to me, was really good to me. It was awesome. It was the, I don't know how to put this, the step away from everything I've ever known that I needed for my career.
Right.
And the one thing I really, really liked about the PEL was the schedule. We played 4 games a week. And I got to actually enjoy the place I was staying in. I would go to the beach with a couple of, Tony and Ansel and Dash and a couple of the other guys. And I'd actually get to enjoy, where I'm at, because my whole life, especially in college, has been baseball.
Right.
And actually what helped me be a better baseball player was, getting time away from baseball and making real connections. And California is awesome. There's, beaches are an hour away. You want to go hike 30 minutes away, disc golf with Ski. Like there's so many things to do. And I think that actually helped me be present. And then when we get to the ballpark, that's when I like to call it my alter ego comes out, and that's what allowed me to, be a competitor for the Mudcats.
Beautifully said, brother.
Yeah, well put. Favorite food out here?
In-N-Out, of course.
I knew it. I knew it. If I remember right, I think you were there most days of the week, right?
That's when I was bulking, so I was there at least 3 times.
Yeah.
A day.
That was your bulking phase back then?
Yeah, we can get into that a little bit too. So this is kind of cool. I've always been told, like, mass equals gas, mass is bat speed, mass equals exit velo. And for me personally, the heavier I get body weight wise, the less athletic and less good at what I do on the baseball field. So I experimented a little bit in junior college. I got up to 210 pounds. With you guys, I was 170. Got up to 210 in junior college, got back here and was like, okay, 210 does not play at this level. So I had to lean out a little bit. I'm like 188, 189 now. So it's a cool little story. When I was with you guys, I was always trying to gain weight. So I was in and out 3-4 times, triple patties, extra cheese.
Yeah. And I think from the ski backs, it's only probably 5 or 10 minutes away.
Oh yeah. And I memorized, I could still get there now.
Right. Yeah, I bet. That's hilarious. So let's talk a little bit about where you're at now. This episode of the Dirty Fish Podcast is sponsored by Maximum Fitness Vacaville, your hometown family-owned and operated fitness center, and the preferred gym of the Solano Mudcats. Go check them out on their social media pages and website, MaximumFitnessVacaville.com. Live life to the max. How is Nebraska so far?
It's awesome. It's very different than Texas and Cali, but it's awesome. It is definitely surreal experience. When I was at UTSA, I kind of took for granted being a Division I baseball player, and being blessed with an opportunity to come back to another Division I program is it's hard to put into words sometimes, because it's like in Nebraska, there's no pro sports teams. So everybody in Nebraska is either a Creighton fan or a Husker fan. And to see the support we get from fans, and I haven't even played a game here, but it's unbelievable. We are so blessed with resources, and so it's just such a surreal experience to be here and be surrounded by a group of guys that have the same intentions as you. It's awesome. I'm super grateful to be here.
That's great. And you talk about like a Division I school, but there's Division I schools, and then there's bigger Division I schools. You guys are in the Big Ten, I believe.
Yes.
And usually a really good baseball program every year there. And you're playing some great competition, not only in your league, and I'm sure your non-league games are with other big schools as well. So it'll truly test your abilities, I'm sure.
No doubt. It is. The way that we practice here is, our mantra is, we want to be the toughest team. We want to be the toughest team in the batter's box, in the field, on the pitcher's mound. If we're the tougher team, we're going to come out with a lot of wins. And I think that I've spent a lot of my career trying to have this perfect swing or have this perfect mechanics or whatever. When in reality, it's like, I think what I've learned so far is, like, when you get in the box, it's time to throw down. It's time to go to war. It's time to go compete. And for me, they call me a perfectionist here, because I like to hit for a long time in the cages, feel things out.
No, not you.
And I just think kind of taking that personality and molding it into this, just trying to be an ultra competitor athlete, is something that's been ingrained in me since being here. And I think that a lot of young kids my age, who, especially with social media, you see, like, do this, you hit 100 home runs, do this. Like, in reality, that's not how it works. If that was the case, I would be hitting 1,000 home runs every year. But unfortunately, there's nothing quick, or nothing worthwhile is going to be quick. It's going to take hours and hours of focus and
work, man.
Intent.
Work.
Yeah, and it's funny, and just the time we've been apart, I can hear the difference in what you're talking about. And a lot of times I know our coaching staff from Stafford, myself, Skibeck at times when he jumps out on the field with us, but Jared Carr has been doing some of our pitching stuff. We try and impart some of that. And one thing that you said that really hit home with me was being a tough player, being the toughest team. And when you talk about hitting, if you can be a tough out, that wreaks havoc against other teams. If you can have 9 guys in the lineup, because not every one of you is going to get on base every time you're at bat. But if I get a quality at bat and I get 6+ pitches, or I get a hit with 2 strikes or something like that, teams get frustrated with you because if you're a hard out, that makes it really tough for them to, win a game. So, and eventually, it's like 9, my opinion is it's the 9 innings are 9 mini battles for the entire war. And if you can try and win more of those innings than the other team, you're going to end up winning the game.
Yeah. And it doesn't even start in the batter's box. It starts with how you carry yourself off the field and making sure you're doing all the little things right, like recovery and getting 8 hours of sleep and, hydrating and nutrition and all that stuff. And, the toughest people and the toughest teams, they do whatever it takes outside of the actual sport, because you can win a lot of battles before they even start, mentally. Yeah. And then obviously physically when you get in the game, it's that's one of the things I've had to work on since being here is like turning the brain off and just going into compete mode, because there's nothing you can do in the moment. You're not in the cage anymore. Like there's no instant reward for doing something right. You just have to go be a competitor. And it starts with staying over the plate, staying in the box, staying within your approach, staying in there on hit by pitches. Like there's so many little things that I've picked up since being here that I think is going to help me as a person and a ball player. But toughness is definitely, if you can be a tough out and be a tough person day to day, you're going to have a fulfilling life.
Yep.
Absolutely. And I like what you said too. It's off the field before by the time you get into the box, you're either ready or you're not.
Yes.
And if you're not ready, you're going to be an easy out. So it's all that stuff we always talk about, that a lot of the fans, the people outside the fence don't see the hard work. They just see the icing on the cake. They see what you've done. Hopefully you've done enough to make the home crowd especially happy or whatever, and get that win. But it's definitely, there's way more to it than what people see at a game.
Yes.
So.
And I think in California, I had a lot of success because I had to work super hard in my junior college spring. I wasn't getting a ton of ABs, kind of had some bicep tendonitis going on. I wasn't 100%. And I actually crossed paths with this guy on social media, and he has become my hitting guy now. And I've never met him in person. We do all our stuff virtually.
That's awesome, man.
And I credit him for changing my career mentally and physically with my swing and stuff. And nobody really knows this, but everybody sees I really good average and with you guys, good fall, whatever, like good junior college year, but nobody sees like the hours of me feeling terrible in the cage, me literally in there for hours at a time. Like I'm still there when 2 or 3 groups have came and left, and like questioning myself. And there's a lot more than just averages and stats and stuff. It goes so much further than that for a lot of guys.
Hence the name, The Perfectionist, still.
Yes.
Duly earned, it sounds like.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. What do you got for us, Skibeck?
Well, I just wanted to know, you're doing some training now for some younger players.
Yeah. I'm trying to get some clientele together and kind of do what I actually still do is remote training with my guy, and obviously I have an awesome hitting coach here at Nebraska. But yeah, I'm trying to get into the, I guess, coaching world a little bit. I think that I have some insight to help some younger players, because I feel like there's a lot of, lies being told about the swing and about, hitting and baseball in general. And I think that if I can impact the youth in any way I can, I think it's a good spot for me to be in.
I love that. So, is it just for hitting or, do you do defense as well or?
I'd say I'm more well versed in hitting, so I think I'm going to stay on the hitting side
With
for
that
now.
sweet swing, yeah, I would say so.
Are you making them hit left-handed?
That's the plan. I'm just going to take over the world with lefties.
Absolutely.
Well, hey, how can they reach you? I mean, you have something, a site or anything?
I'm working on all that stuff, but the easiest thing for me right now is probably my Instagram. It's Press Freeman, PresFreeman. I'm a public account, so anybody can message me if they're interested. And the way I would, kind of structure it is it's over remote, so we wouldn't meet in person. We would,
Yeah, that's cool.
FaceTime or
I
whatever.
like that.
It's people think it's tough, but it's not. That's what helped me understand my body and my swing, and I'm not, spending all this money traveling and meeting in person. So.
Ain't no doubt.
Yeah, that's the new age stuff that we didn't have access to.
You got any other social media that people can reach you or?
Instagram is probably what I'm most likely to respond on. Everything else
I
is
catch
kinda...
some of them sweet swings on Instagram, man.
Thank you.
And so they can follow you as well. Nebraska Cornhuskers Baseball has a site. They can follow your guys' season on there. And speaking of, when does the season actually start?
We start in February. We open up at MLB Desert Invitational in Arizona.
Oh, nice.
So that'll be a fun time. Then we go down to Texas and play in Arlington at Globe Life. So,
oh wow,
it's coming by quick. We got about a month or so till we're full go. Well, we're full go Monday, but until we start playing is like a month or so.
And I know both Ski and I kind of followed you on. You had a pretty good fall season as well. You guys, were you mainly playing scrimmages or were you playing full games?
So we one thing that was awesome here is we do a lot of scrimmaging and live ABs and stuff. So we played almost pretty much every day, some form of scrimmage, and then we had two outside of our own inner squads. We played University of Omaha and then Wichita State.
Nice.
But it's a lot of baseball, and I think the best way to get better at baseball or be a better hitter is to play it. You can hit in the cage forever, but like I said, you can't replicate game stuff as well as you can in a game.
No, not at all.
Take it to the field, baby.
And what do you think your role is going to be this year? I know you're a junior, so I'm sure there's a couple guys ahead of you. What's going to be if you know, what's going to be your role on the team this year in the spring?
I am not going to speak on what it's going to be because I don't know what it's going to be.
That's what the coach tells you?
Yeah. My goal is just to serve the team any way I can, whether that's a starter or a pinch hitter or a whatever I can do to help the team win is what my role is going to be. I think that's what breeds most success. If I go into the season having these expectations that I'm going to be, so-and-so or whatever, I want to just, be present and day by day. And, we get back, we're going to start seeing pitching again soon. I just want to go compete, and whatever the team needs me to do, I'm going to do. So a lot of my hometown buddies ask me all the time, like, well, are you going to be a starter? Are you going to be a starter?
Yeah.
I'm going to be a competitor when my name is called, whenever that is. And that's all I got on that.
Well, and I think it kind of goes back to what you said, the stuff off the field. You're going to go up there and be a competitor and be ready for when your name is called. And then, sometimes that's the breakout opportunities. You get an opportunity to pinch hit, you get a big hit and a, pivotal moment in the game or something. And who knows, next game you might be starting or whatever. But I know you have this year and next year there. So you have plenty of time, I think, to shine. So it's,
thank you.
I know we're really proud of you.
Proud, man. So proud.
It's pretty cool to have a guy go to a big school like that. So, see you be successful and definitely maturing in the way of the game, it sounds like, and life.
Yep.
Yeah, without you guys, this is I know I've said it a lot, but seriously, without you guys and the experience that Solano gave me, I told my buddies I was hitting before I got here, but I told my buddies, like, without that season in Solano, I don't know if I'm playing baseball anymore. And I mean that like genuinely, because I was at that point where it was make or break, do or die, back against the wall kind of. And nobody knew that besides me. And going to California and having the season that I did, and it did help with recruiting as well, because obviously I had a great junior college fall going back after you guys. That's when I committed to Nebraska. And then it kind of rolled over into the spring, and, having the stats that are, summer and fall and then spring, and having 3 seasons essentially of statistics is huge for, especially in junior college, when it's like, okay, these coaches only see you for a certain amount of time. And it also helped coming from a Division I program. So, but without you guys and getting the opportunity to play for Coach Stafford, who's awesome. I still text him every now and then. Like it was legitimately life-changing. And I hope one day like I can come see you guys in person again.
Oh, we'd love that.
That would be cool. That's so cool to hear, dude. You always strive as a coach to make a difference in people's lives, and I'm a big fan. People say, "Oh, if you just change one person," I don't want to change one person, because that's low expectations. I want to have a lot of people changed for what we do, and it's super good to hear. And I thank you for that too, because it makes a difference to us, and
yes, it does.
Keeps us motivated and keeps us going, doing what we're doing. So, super proud of what you're doing. I look forward to see what you do in the future. It should be exciting times, I think.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Anything else, Ski?
No, man. Just, the cool thing about you, Preston, was you meant business when you're out there, but you had fun in life too, man. And you got to live life like that. You can't just grind on one thing. You got to branch out and do a lot of things, and you did that, and we loved having you. I just want the best for you, brother.
Thank you, Ski. I love you guys. It was an honor to be a part of your family for a while, and hopefully I'm still a part of the Solano family now, man. I'm gone.
You're part of our family, brother.
I think he still has extra rooms if you need to come out.
Yes, I do. Anytime.
And In-N-Out's close.
And I'll have it here for you, bro.
Perfect.
That's awesome. We had a great time talking with Preston Freeman. So cool that he's at the Nebraska Cornhuskers, dude.
That kid is way beyond his years. He's well put together, and he impressed the heck out of me with that interview.
You can tell that even in the past 2 years, a little more mature. That's awesome to see, because as a coach, we don't always see those guys a couple years down the road, and it's just so cool to see and listen to what he has to say.
He had a lot of great moments, right? I'm blown away.
Yeah, that was
that's a professional right there, and the sky's the limit for that guy. I think he can do whatever he wants to do.
He may be professional one day. That would be cool. I think we've had a few Mudcats, but to have one this late in the game with our collegiate stuff would be super cool. Preston, that was awesome, dude. I hope the Mudcat fans out there, you just enjoyed that so much. He was a ball player for us, man. He was a baller. Super good at third base for us. Phenomenal hitter.
Everything off the bat was a laser line drive.
Yeah, he hit the ball hard.
They didn't carry out of the park only because he just hit lasers off the wall.
Yeah, had a good eye for the ball and all that. And it's good to hear that he's being successful at a large D1 school. So, all right, on that note, we're at that moment. The skiism of the episode. Hit us with it.
Okay. I had one. It was whoop, but I want something a little better. Somebody on that ball before it hits the ground. That's chasing a foul ball and somebody on that ball, because we're not professionals and we have to go get those foul balls and bring them back. Maybe when we have a humongous crowd at our ballpark, we won't have to do that.
And they're expensive by the dozen too. I mean, I store them at my house, and Crombie's always asking me, how many do we have? How many do we have to order for next year? So yeah, you need to get on that before it hits the ground.
Those pearls.
I hate asking guys to go get foul balls,
I
but
know.
Listen, we don't have a big league budget.
When they get paid, they won't have to take off and chase foul balls.
All right, so skiism of the episode is on that ball before it hits the ground. That's awesome. I think I've heard that a million times, and it still makes me laugh. Upcoming events, just a reminder, our golf tournament, April 26th, Sunday at, remind me of the golf course.
Chardonnay Golf Course on the way to Napa.
I'm not a golfer, guys. Sorry. I usually just go work the tournament. Disc golf.
Disc golfing.
I love that he brought up disc golf.
I know, man.
We've got a few guys into the disc golf. Yeah. We have Jared Carr to thank for that for us.
Those bombs.
But the coaching staff of the Mudcats has gotten into disc golf, and every year now, we always play at Humboldt at the Redwood Curtain. We usually get a few players that come with us, which is pretty cool. In other Mudcat news, if you are a player, if you're looking for an internship or a business that wants to sponsor the Mudcats, please hit us up at our website, SalonaMudcats.org. There's a contact page for those that'll get you in touch with the board, and they can get those opportunities. Players will get you in contact with Coach Kyle Stafford, who does all the recruiting, and same with the interns and sponsors. They'll get a hold of the board, and Ben Crombie, our president, usually reaches out to people for that. We're still looking for interns to do our Point Streak, Synergy Sports for our video, and TrackMan for all our analytics on the ball field. So,
and anybody that wants to help get the word out for the Salona Mudcats and the public would be really cool too. So,
oh, absolutely, definitely. So in closing, great time seeing Preston Freeman. Hadn't seen him in a while. It was good to see him.
I love all the nice stuff that he said about the Mudcats.
Yeah, that was so cool. I mean, it just
feel good.
Makes you feel good as a coach too. It's just that it does make a difference, because sometimes the grind, we don't remember that.
Yeah.
So other than that, until next time, you're still on the team
for the
moment.